All right, Peter. Gentrification is a term or a phrase that often gets thrown around. Can you maybe give our listeners a brief rundown on what gentrification is and what causes it?
Sure. So gentrification is a process where a suburb goes from being not highly sought after or an ugly duckling, and over time it becomes very highly sought after and turns into a gracious swan. So if we look at Adelaide examples, it's the process that Henley Beach has gone through. So people look at Henley Beach now and think it's a great place to go. You've got Henley Square. It's a pretty good beach. You've got all the facilities and amenities in the area. But 20 years ago, it was not like 20 years ago, nobody was really interested in Henley Beach. It was Grange or Tennyson, or further south, you go to Glenelg.
Yep.
If we come further inland, another good example is, say, Mile End. So the western suburbs of Adelaide are not as highly sought after as, say, the eastern suburbs, but the western suburbs do have a high concentration of character homes. Mile End, as the name suggests, is only 1 mile from the city centre. It used to be full of blue-collar workers, but it was, as is typical in gentrification, it was rediscovered by white-collar workers who could see, gee, I can live 1 or 2 k's from the city, which is generally where they would work, live in a lovely character home on a good-sized block. So gentrification has occurred all over, certainly the Western world and in many Asian countries as well. Generally, these old rundown suburbs need a new crop of people to move in, and the new crop of people is generally younger, on a higher income, and household income is either 1.5 to 2 full-time salaries.
Yep.
And the thing that attracts them to these areas is, one, they generally have to be close to the city or the sea, and 2, they must have character or heritage or old-style buildings. They are the 2 foundations for gentrification to occur in an area.
Okay, so close to the city, close to the sea, must have some kind of character or older style buildings. Those are the major criteria.
They are the key criteria, yeah.
Okay.
I think I've heard you speak on this before, and you said that you're not aware of a suburb that has gentrified that has not got character or period homes in it. That statement still stands?
That's still the case. I've done some academic research all over the world.
Yep.